both the hands in Gyan Mudra. Back straight, neck straight. We will chant Mahamrityunjay mantra. In first round, I will say, then you repeat after me. In second round, we all will do it together. Okay. Gently close your eyes. Long deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale completely. Breathe in. Om Triambakam. Om Triambakam. Yajamahe. Sugandhim. Pushti. Vardhanam. Urva. Rukmev. Bandhanat. Mrityor. Mokshiya. Mamritat. Om Shanti. 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 Now together, breathe in. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkameva Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Shanti. 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 Just stay in the energy you have created for yourself. Join your hands together, rub them. Put them on your eyes. And gently come back. Okay, so good morning. Morning. There is a message already. Apology, my screen hasn't loaded yet. I didn't think it started. Okay, we just started the class. Okay, so we have like very less topic to cover, and we have today we have Saturday and Monday and Tuesday. So I thought that in our 200-hour class previous month, we covered tissues in very brief. Okay, so if it is okay, like if you guys want to study that in a little depth. Type of tissues. Okay, should I?
Yes. Yes, that sounds good.
Okay, yes. Because I have covered almost all the topics that are in the syllabus. Okay, so I thought, why not do that? Okay. Okay, so we all know that we have 4 types of tissues. Broadly, okay, broadly they are classified into epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Okay, so these are the 4 types of tissues: epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissues. Okay, so what is this epithelial tissue doing? Epithelial tissue is providing protection, secretion, absorption. What is it providing? It's providing protection. Okay, like it's skin, hair, nails, all these. What are they doing? They're protecting us. Okay, then there is secretion, like in the stomach. Okay, the stomach lining, it is producing some, it is secreting some juices. Okay, then absorption. We know that in intestine, there is the absorption of nutrients going on. So epithelial tissues are present in your hair, skin, nails, in the inner lining of the oral cavity, in the lining of trachea, bronchi, in lining of your stomach, your intestine. So all those places, epithelial tissues are present. And what are the functions? Protection, secretion, absorption. Then these epithelial tissues, they are broadly classified into three types. Okay, squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. We'll study that in detail. Okay. Then we have connective tissues. In connective tissues, what is going on? It is, we studied connective type of connective tissues like cartilage, ligament, tendons, fascia. What it was doing, it was binding two objects like two bones, two muscles, muscle to bone. Yeah. So connective tissues, they are binding and structural support. Because you see, when two bones are connected, only then they can give structural support. No? So connective tissue is binding and also providing structural support. Then it is providing protection. Protection how? You see, blood is also a connective tissue. It has WBCs. So if there is any attack from any virus, bacteria, so the WBCs, it will provide antibodies and fight against these attacks. So it is providing protection. Then blood is also carrying oxygen, carbon dioxide, then all the nutrients, water, yes, all the hormones, so transport. So connective tissues are responsible for transport. Then insulation. You see, underneath our skin, there is a layer of fat, which is providing insulation. Whatever heat is generated inside our body, it is protected. Okay, it does not, the heat is not just lost. Okay, there is insulation which is provided by the connective tissues. What are the types of connective tissues? They are connective tissues proper, cartilage, bone, blood, etc. Okay, then we have muscular tissues. Muscular tissues, what are they doing? They're providing movement. Okay, you see, whenever there is movement in the skeletal, like whenever we are walking or there is dancing, or suppose when I'm standing and I'm teaching, I'm moving my hands. Okay, so all these movements, how they're happening? They're happening when three systems are involved: skeletal system, muscular system, and nervous system. So when the brain, it sends signal to my hand. Okay, like suppose I touch something very hot. Okay, suppose a utensil kept on the gas, it was very hot, I touch my hand to that pot. So I will immediately move my hand away. Why? Because the skin over my this hand, okay, it felt that it was hot. It sent the signal to my brain that okay, it is very hot. Now it the brain has sent signal to the muscles of my hand that move it away. Okay, now those muscles present in my hand, they will make that movement. Okay, yes, there is contraction, relaxation. Okay, like whenever we are moving the hand, there is contraction. Some muscles are contracting, some muscles are relaxing. Then it muscular tissues, they also give posture. Okay, like when I'm sitting, standing, this posture is supported by the muscles. So we have skeletal smooth muscles, we have cardiac muscles. Then we have nervous tissues. Okay, so nervous tissues, they are basically the neurons. Okay, so you see, nervous tissues or the nervous system, it is, what are the functions? It is control and coordination. So whatever we are doing, it is controlled by the brain. Okay, by the spinal cord or the brain. There is coordination. Like I gave this example of my hand movement. Okay, so when my hand movement is controlled by the brain, okay, and in the brain we have neurons, the nervous tissues. Okay, so you see, whenever I'm teaching or we are having any intellectual talks, we are plannings, we execution, all that, how they're happening in that, the neurons are involved, the nervous tissues are involved. Okay, so I told you that if my hand touches a hot pan, okay, it immediately removes the hand moves. How that signal was passed? It was passed through electrochemical signal. Okay, that nervous signal, it is electrochemical in nature. Okay, you can take screenshot of this. Okay, done. Okay, everyone is on mute. Absolute mute. There is no sound at all. Any doubt? Okay, I guess everything is clear in this. Now let's read, study the epithelial tissues. Okay, so these are different kind of epithelial tissues. Okay, so epithelial tissues, they are divided into simple and stratified. Simple and stratified. Simple is single layer. Stratified is multiple layer. Okay. So now this stratified and single, there again of three types. We studied earlier, okay? Squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Similarly, stratified also has squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Okay, so let's see the simple epithelial tissue. Simple epithelial tissue. So one and now this simple epithelial tissues, it is single layered. Yes, it is single layered. Okay, now in this single layer, we are studying squamous. Squamous is the cell, each cell. Okay, it is thin. Okay, it is elongated, but it is thin. Okay, thin layers, thin cells. This is squamous simple epithelial tissues. And these are present at the lining of a heart of blood vessels. Okay, these thin squamous simple epithelial tissues. Okay, they have nucleus in the center. And this is the basement layer. Okay, this basement layer, it is used for nutrient transfer, all that. Okay, so this is the basement layer. Over this we have cells. They're close, they're compact. Okay, distance between two epithelial tissues is very less. Okay, so let's see what are the properties of epithelial tissues. Let's just have some properties. Epithelial tissues, they're covering the body. Okay, like I told you, skin. They're covering the cavities, like the oral cavity in the mouth, oral cavity. Hollow organs like stomach, tubes like blood vessels. Okay. In epithelial tissues, you see the cells, they're close, they're compact. Okay, there's hardly any distance between two cells. Okay, so you see, when I rub my skin, or when I touch the phone, okay, I can feel that, okay, something touched my skin. That means these epithelial tissues, they have nerve supply. Epithelial tissues have nerve supply, but they do not have any vascular supply, the blood supply. So it is avascular. Epithelial tissues are avascular. Okay. So the squamous simple epithelial tissues is present at the lining of a heart of blood vessels. Okay. Then we have cuboid. As the name suggests, each cell is in form of cuboid. Okay. Cube is, cuboidal. Okay. This is 2D, but it's in reality, it's actually 3D. Okay. So this is cuboidal. It's present in kidney tubules and glands like thyroid. Okay. Then third is columnar. In columnar, each cell is very long. Okay. And nucleus is present towards the basement layer, basement membrane. It's the nucleus is present towards the basement. So where is it present? It is present in digestive tract, like small intestine. It has villi for maximum absorption. That's why the function of this columnar simple epithelial tissue is absorption. Okay. Now, stratified epithelial tissue. In stratified epithelial tissues, there are multiple layers. Okay, like here we can see. In simple, we had only one layer. You see, only one layer. But in stratified, there are multiple layers. Okay, there can be more than this. This is just an example. Okay, again, they are in two types. Stratified epithelial tissues, they are classified into two types: keratinized and non-keratinized. Okay, keratinized, in this, there is basement layer, and then there are other layers. The topmost layer has no nucleus. In keratinized, there is no nucleus in the topmost layer. There is a lot of keratin, that protein named keratin is present in the topmost layer. And what are the examples of keratinized stratified epithelial tissue? Skin, nail, and hair. It is very popular these days, that keratin treatment of hair. So you can easily relate that keratinized stratified epithelial tissue will be present in skin, nail, and hair. Then we have non-keratinized stratified epithelial tissue. In that, non-keratinized is present in places, which remains moist all the time. Okay, this remains dry. The characteristic of this tissue is dry. And this is moist. Like you see conjunctiva, okay, the eyes, the layer over the eyes, it's always moist. Okay, you will never want it to go dry. Then the oral cavity, mouth lining, okay, the vagina, these are always moist. Now, this stratified, it's divided into squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Now in squamous, what will happen? There is this basement membrane. Okay. The topmost layer, the bottommost layer. Okay. It will be long. And as we go up, this height, it will reduce. The height of the cell will reduce. And in the end, it will become squamous. The topmost layer will be very thin. Okay. When the topmost layer is squamous, okay, the topmost layer is squamous, it is squamous stratified epithelial tissue. Okay. So here, the deepest layer is columnar and the topmost layer is squamous. Okay, so these are, this keratinized and non-keratinized are this, not this. Okay, these are the two types of squamous stratified epithelial tissues, keratinized and non-keratinized. Okay. In cuboidal, again, we have this basement layer, the cells are cuboidal. Okay. And in columnar, the bottom layer is cuboidal, but the topmost layer, it is columnar. Okay. So in squamous, the bottommost layer is columnar, but topmost layer is squamous. In cuboidal, the topmost layer is cuboidal. In columnar, the topmost layer is columnar. Okay, so we divide this based on the topmost layer. Now, what happens? This tissue, it receives nutrients from this basement layer. So what happens? These bottommost layer, it produces new cells. Okay, new cells are produced, and this topmost layer, it sheds away. Okay. Now let's see where all these are present. These are present in mammary gland. In sweat glands and salivary glands. Okay. Then, oh, no. So we have already discussed that squamous are present in skin, nail, hair, dry, conjunctiva, mouth, lining, vagina. Now cuboidal are present in salivary glands, in sweat glands, in mammary glands. And in columnar, it's present in male urethra and ductal, salivary. Okay, so you can take screenshot of this. Okay. Okay, you can do it in halves. Okay. Take screenshot of this. And now take screenshot of this.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see it once more. Epithelial tissue, it is divided into simple and stratified. This simple, it is divided into squamous, cuboidal, columnar. This is thin, this is cuboidal, this is columnar. Okay, long, elongate. It's present in lining of heart, blood vessel. It's present in kidney, tubules, glands like thyroid. This is present in digestive tract and it is used as for absorption. Okay, and this, it has villi so that there is maximum surface to absorb the nutrients, like in digestive tract, like intestine. Okay. Now this stratified is, it also has three types: squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Squamous is divided into keratinized and non-keratinized. Okay, how the cells are arranged in squamous. In bottommost layer, it has columnar cells. Okay, then the size of the cell, it reduces. Okay, the length of the cells, it reduces, and the topmost layer, it becomes squamous, very thin. Okay, so what happens? This tissue, it receives nutrients from the basement membrane, and what happens? It produces new cells. Okay, and then they keep going upwards. They keep going upwards, like in the skin. You know that skin sheds away. Yes, so it sheds. So similarly, what happens? This sheds away. The topmost layer, it sheds away. Yes, and it receives nutrients from here. The new cells keep developing. So this is the function that's happening in the skin, nail, hair. Okay. So this happens in skin. Now cuboidal. Cuboidal, all the cells are cuboidal in shape. Okay, how can you tell which type of stratified epithelial tissue it is? By seeing the topmost layer. If it is columnar, it's columnar stratified epithelial tissue. If it is cuboidal, it is cuboidal. If it is thin, it is squamous. Okay, so we know that squamous is keratinized and non-keratinized. Keratinized, the topmost layer has no nucleus. It has a lot of keratin protein in it. Okay, so it is present in skin, nail, hair. It is generally dry. The characteristic of this keratinized squamous stratified epithelial tissue is dry. Then non-keratinized. In the topmost layer will have nucleus, and it is always moist, like conjunctiva, like the lining of the oral cavity. Okay, then we have cuboidal. The salivary glands, sweat glands, mammary glands, it's present there. And columnar, it is present in male urethra, duct of salivary glands. Okay. So this was about epithelial tissues. So can I erase it? Okay. So we have studied 3 types of stratified epithelial tissues. There are 2 more. Okay. And what are those? The fourth is, we are talking epithelial, stratified. Okay. Fourth is transitional. Stratified epithelial tissue. So this transitional, okay, there are 2 types. This is relaxed. And this is stretched. So can you guess that there is a place where the organ, sometimes it is relaxed and sometimes it is stretched? Can you guess? The organ, sometimes it is relaxed and sometimes it is stretched. Okay, stretched like a balloon. Any guesses? You can write in chat box. Anything? Something like balloon? Or the holy balloon? In balloon, what happens? Something like this. And then you fill water in it. It becomes like this. It's tight here. Something like this?
Yeah, it expands and contracts.
Yes. What is it? Tell me the organ.
Our lungs?
What?
Lungs.
Lung. Okay. Yes. And?
Our diaphragm?
No, not diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscle. Something little bit beneath your lungs.
The bladder.
Yes. The bladder, urinary bladder. Okay. It's transitional stratified epithelial tissue. So what happens when there is no urine in it, there is no water in it, okay, then it is relaxed, or there is like little bit water, it is relaxed, okay. So how the cells are, they'll be like relaxed and over each other. Yes. So like a balloon, okay, how a balloon is when there is when it is deflated, there is no air, there is no water, okay, it is relaxed. But if you fill it with air or water, what will happen? It will the layer, the outer layer, it will be more defined. Yes, because now it has stretched. If you hold this, it feels like very soft and like that. But if you touch a balloon which is full of air, if you touch it, it is more defined. Okay. Similarly, in urinary bladder, when it is relaxed, the skin is like very loose and it's not so much defined. But when there is urine stored in it, okay, when it is full, it is stretched and it is more defined. Okay. And again, when the urine is passed away from the body, it is emptied, then again it becomes relaxed. Okay, it is because of this tissue that our brain, it gets signal that okay, it has been stretched completely, now you need to go. Okay, these tissues, they are sending signal to the brain. These transitional stratified epithelial tissues, they are sending signal to the brain that okay, we are stretched completely, now we cannot stretch anymore. Now release whatever waste material you have inside your body immediately. Okay, then you rush to the washroom and then again it becomes relaxed. Okay, you can take screenshot of this. Now, last kind of stratified epithelial tissue. We have pseudocolumnar. Pseudocolumnar stratified epithelial tissues. Okay, in this, in simple, this is simple cuboidal epithelial tissue. Okay, this. This is pseudo stratified epithelial tissue. You see the difference? We have a basement layer, we have basement layer. We have cuboidal. Cuboidal cells here. Okay, in simple cuboid, we have cuboidal. Okay. But what is different? Here the placement of nucleus is towards the basement layer. But in this, one is at the bottom, one is somewhere else. One is at the bottom, one is somewhere else. So the placement of nucleus is not towards the basement layer. That's why it's called a pseudocolumnar. Pseudo. Because if it was towards the basement, it would have been simple cuboidal epithelial tissue. But because of this placement of nucleus, it is pseudocolumnar stratified epithelial tissue. So where are these present? These are present in respiratory tract. Like your nasal cavity. Like bronchi. You can take screenshot of this. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, we will take a new topic tomorrow. And I hope you're working upon your assignment. In your assignment, I can give you one more option, that if you feel that writing 1000 words on one topic is too much, you can do one thing, that you write on both the topics. You write 500 words on each topic. Okay, that also you can do. That is up to you. Okay, so there was one question, that why do we say Shanti 3 times? Anyone has found any answer to this? Why do we chant Shanti, Shanti, Shanti? Why don't we just say Shanti? Any guesses?
Because you're giving thanks to your body, and then to maybe
Okay, maybe it can be
air. You're giving thanks to different things.
It's not thanks. It's about saying peace. Shanti means peace. Shanti, peace. That may there be peace everywhere. Okay, but we are saying it 3 times. So let's keep it for last class, or should I tell you right away? Maybe you'll find the answer to this in your philosophy class. It's a topic of philosophy. Should we talk about this on 26th? Okay, let's talk about it today itself, because that time you all will be very busy. So we have 3 kind of dukh. Okay. Adhyatmik, Adidevik, Adibhautik. Okay. Like Adhyatmik is from mental. Okay. Like 3 kind of dukh we have, sorrows. Like 3 kind of, not sorrows, but sources of sorrows. 3 sources. Sources of dukh. Okay. They are mental, physical, and Adidevik. How do you, Adidevik, I don't know how to say it in English, but something that, you know, it is not at all in your control. Okay, mental, it's originating from your mind. Physical, it is originating from like a dog bite, a mosquito bite. Suppose there was a knife, somehow the skin gets cut. Okay, and then there are Adidevik. Okay, Adidevik. So what is happening in Adidevik? Like, suppose there happens a volcano, an earthquake, a tsunami, over which you have no control. You can control a dog, you can fight a dog, you can, you know, you can take care that there is no knife which can harm you, but you have no control over this Adidevik. So we say Shanti, that okay, Shanti here, and Shanti here. So that's why we say Shanti 3 times. Any doubt? Okay, let's wind up for today and see you all tomorrow. Just say 3 times Om and then Shanti. Everyone sit in Padmasana. Both the hands in Gyan Mudra. Back straight, neck straight. Gently close your eyes. Long deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in for Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Great day. Great day. Have a great day.
See you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.